What is going on, YouTube? We are back with the reaction video. It is your boy, MrBaboon. This time we are reacting to Berlin, capital of the Cold War, animated history. And if you guys do remember, and this is by Drawing of History. I will have the link for the video we are reacting to, and the video for his, not the video, the link for his channel down in the description. Both the links for the video, link for the video, link for the channel will be down in the description. My bad. Smoked and everything, got done with one video, and now I'm doing this one. Make sure you guys do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys do think down below. But we have watched a, oversimplified, if you know, you know. Go watch my videos and find out. Hopefully someone in the comments can help you with what video it is. So, without that being said, like, comment, subscribe. If you guys are new, turn on post notifications, like the video, let me know you guys are new. You know what I'm saying? Down below in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about the video down below. Let's go and get into this.
Okay, buddy, I'll see you tomorrow. Aren't you forgetting something? Huh? My new Elvis record? Oh, do you mind if I borrow it for the night? These Berlin record stores don't have anything like this.
There you go. Let's go and turn on notifications.
I don't know, Dieter. Come on, what do you think's gonna happen? They're gonna build a wall overnight that will prevent me from seeing you for like the next 30 years? Well, that's oddly specific, but I guess you're right. That could never happen. Auf Wiedersehen, Schnitzel.
Guess what? They built a wall.
What the? Hans, is that you?
That.
Dieter, what happened? I don't know. I can't get past this wall. Well, can you throw over my record?
Damn.
Oh, fart. This video is part of
Time to learn history.
Project Mad, a Cold War collaboration between your favorite history YouTubers. Check out the playlist at the end or in the description below. World War II was wrapping up. The Allies won and Germany was demonetized. But in order to make sure that this World War franchise didn't become a trilogy, the four main powers made a plan to occupy the defeated nation. After rearranging the border, we'll split Germany into 4 temporary occupation zones. And everyone should pitch in to help rebuild the German economy. Or we could cripple them with reparations until they're dust. We'll try that before it did not end well. And we must get some fair elections in there. Communism! Excuse me? I mean, only if they freely vote for it. Let's do the same for Berlin. 4 occupied zones. Sounds fine, I guess, as it is right in the middle of Germany. Oh, I forgot about America's level of geographic knowledge. You do know that the capital city of Berlin is way in eastern Germany, right? It is important to me that you know that. Whatever, this partition is only temporary, right, Russia? Sure. Now come with me, Truman. We need to talk about the temporary partition of Korea. You guys go. I have to talk with the Jews about some homeland we promised them 30 years ago. Guess I'll go check on French Indochina? So in 1945, Germany was split with each of the Allies overseeing a zone of occupation. The British and Americans soon merged and created the Buy Zone. Guys? Oh, hi, Franz. Oh, this is not what it looks... What do you think? Come on, man. We already had shirts made. In 1948, the Buy Zone became the Try Zone, but a Quad Zone would not be in the cards. The Soviet Union was too busy expelling Germans out of the newly rebooted Poland, extracting anything of industrial value out of East Germany, and repainting their zone, like the rest of Eastern Europe, in Comrade Red. But when Stalin looked over his newly established Iron Curtain, he said to himself, "Those capitalists are up to something." And they were. See, to cover the cost of occupation, Soviets had been printing German Reichsmarks like crazy and making it rain. In an attempt to avoid hyperinflation, the Western Allies were about to introduce a new currency, the Deutschmark. but only in the west, which would cause already weak Reichsmarks to flood east, making them utterly worthless. Stalin was furious and decided to hit back. What do you mean you're blocking all the roads, rails, and canals into your occupation zone? You can't do that. How will we get to West Berlin? Show me in our agreement where it says I gotta keep giving you access. You can't find it? That's because it's not there. Dude, come on. Where's the goodwill? We trusted you. Trust me, I'm Stalin. I'll starve my own people. I used to be on Hitler's side. What don't you get about me? A crisis was born. West Berlin, already struggling to rebuild after the war, would soon run out of vital necessities. The Soviet Union, who had been angling to gain all of Berlin from the beginning, had just punked out the West. It would take an ingenious plan to solve this predicament.
Okay.
America go brr? While there was no formal agreement guaranteeing the Western...
I will say, so far, I'm following... Oh, I paused it on 420. Hang on. Okay, but I will say so far I am understanding. So,
Allies road, rail, and
that's a
waterway
good
access
thing.
to Berlin. There was one formal agreement guaranteeing the use of 3 air corridors. You gotta be kidding me. Should we shoot them down and start World War III? Don't be a moron. Jeez, look, they're flying in coal and food and medicine. Actually, I think it's a mail plane. Really? How could you tell? Did you notice its little balls? The US, UK, and a few others flew 250,000 flights to West Berlin, providing the city with vital necessities for over a year until the Soviets finally opened access again. The Berlin blockade would be the first real battle of the Cold War between America, the Soviet Union, and their allies, and would leave Stalin enraged and embarrassed on a world stage. But then he got the bomb a few months later and perked right back up. It was at...
Okay, we have a Ned. We have another ad. Another one.
At this time, when the Tri-Zone Voltroned into the Federal Republic of Germany, or West Germany. This was soon followed by the creation of the German Democratic Republic, or Best Germany. No, just East Germany? What a wasted opportunity. The 1950s were great for West Germany. Between the new Deutschmark, low taxes, cheap labor, and Marshall Plan money, West Germany had become the largest and most influential economy in Europe. And while conditions in East Germany improved as well, they paled in comparison to their western neighbor. And nowhere was this contrast seen more than in the divided city of Berlin. In 1958, this led Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev to deliver a stern ultimatum to the United States. President Eisenhower, I demand that you and your allies pull out of West Berlin. About that, did you receive the envelope yet? Envelope? What envelope? Come in? Sir, this just arrived for you. What is this? That's an autographed picture of my ass. Feel free to kiss it next time you think you can tell me what to do. Khrushchev wasn't the only one mad about Berlin. With the border between the two Germanys shut in 1952, West Berlin had become the warp pipe to freedom. East German leader Walter Ulbricht watched as millions of people fled to the west through this loophole, creating a massive brain drain. A fifth of the East German population has left, many of them doctors and engineers and skilled workers.
So what do we have left?
Well, it says here the majority of remaining East Germans hang the toilet paper under instead of over.
Scheiße, I'm surrounded by Doomcops. I've got to make a call.
Hello.
Nikki, it's Valley. Remember the kleiner renovation project we discussed?
What? Yeah, whatever. Do it. I'm going back to sleep. In the dead of night between August 12th and 13th, 1961, the wall would start to be constructed. Almost 100 miles of barbed wire and torn up streets, meant not to keep West Berliners out, but instead to keep East Germans in. And what did the Western Allies do? Pretty much nothing. Instead of having to deal with Eisenhower, Khrushchev was now up against President John F. Kennedy, who had just taken the L with the Bay of Pigs invasion. Khrushchev was emboldened and said, "Berlin is the testicles of the West. Every time I want the West to scream, I squeeze on Berlin." Sir, it's not your job to squeeze the testicles of the West. That's her job. One man whose testicles refused to be squeezed was American General Lucius D. Clay. Having previously ordered the Berlin airlift, he was back in Berlin as a special advisor. When he found out that American diplomats were being denied access at the crossing known as Checkpoint Charlie, he sent 10 tanks to the border. The Soviets matched this with 10 tanks of their own, and the world held its breath. "Soldier, keep your eyes on the lead tank commander." "I got him, sir. He can't be more than 50 meters away. I can see his scowl, his wispy blonde hair, his eyes blue like the Siberian sky, piercing through me like a child opening nesting dolls until my final purest form is exposed. Oh, how can a war so cold leave my world so warm?" What? Whatever. Just got word that the Ruskies are gonna pull back, so we are too. Let's get out of here, boys. While diplomats would be able to cross again, the same could not be said for most East Berliners. Still, many brave Germans devised methods to escape, including digging tunnels, hitching a ride on West Berlin subways that ran under the East, jumping out of buildings, walking tight ropes, using hot air balloons, and even crashing stolen military vehicles through the wall.
Oh yeah!
But for the thousands that succeeded in crossing, hundreds died in the attempt. That's because successful attempts led to more drastic additions to the wall. What started off as barbed wire and cinder blocks evolved into 12-foot walls, a well-lit sandy death strip, 300 watchtowers, armed guards, attack dogs, anti-tank obstacles, as well as occasionally landmines, motion-censored machine guns, and sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their heads. Okay, maybe not the last one, but you get the idea. And for 30 years, the city continued to be divided. West Germany would continue to thrive, and East Germany would admittedly become the most advanced nation in the Eastern Bloc, which is the equivalent of saying you're the sexiest creator in a history YouTuber collaboration. But East Berlin did come up with the Ampelmann, the cutest looking pedestrian traffic symbol ever. Look at him going about not caring about the Stasi secret police monitoring his every move. And now he's like, "Stop, comrade, embrace global socialism." During the rest of the 60s and 70s, the US and Soviets engaged in proxy wars in Asia, the Middle East, Africa, and Latin America. But in Germany, the two superpowers were content to let things stay the same. Partially because of all the nukes, partially because it felt like a wall was better than a war, and partially because all the other places weren't white. But for the same reason that they don't like soccer, Americans grew tired of a game where you play forever and still have no one win. So in 1980, they elected former actor Ronald Reagan. No, not him. Yeah, there you go. "Generals, I want us to build a strategic defense initiative so we can put missiles and lasers in space to beat the Ruskies." "Mr. President, I'm pretty sure that's impossible." "Oh yeah? Well, what do you call this?" "That man's playing Galaga." "Oh. Do you have any jelly beans?" And on the other side of the possible nuclear holocaust, the Soviet Union selected Mikhail Gorbachev, who, unlike his predecessors, sought real reforms. The most noteworthy were perestroika, or the restructuring of the economy, and glasnost, or an openness in the government. "Okay, I set up this box to provide more transparency and let the people question their government. Let's see what we got. What is banana?" "Oh, it's good question. Good question. How does this person not know what a banana is? No one behind the Iron Curtain has actually had a banana. I think it's food. Or possibly small breed of dog? You put this in here, didn't you?" "Duh. So, what is banana?" Gorbachev also had a decidedly more loose hand on the nations in the Eastern Bloc. When Poland had free elections for the first time,
I'm just saying, every time I hear banana, see banana, I think of Minions. Just think of Minions.
and voted out most of the communists, Gorbachev was like, "That's cool." And when Hungary said it was taking down its electrified barbed wire fence with the West and then having a pan-European picnic and inviting East Germans and giving them food and Deutschmarks and directions to the now
And Despicable Me. That's another good one. Well, I guess we're technically the same thing because the Minions is with Despicable Me. Yeah.
barely guarded border, Gorbachev said, "Sounds great." The cracks in the Iron Curtain were showing, but to many in East Berlin, having to cross over 2 or 3 different countries to see their friends and family in West Berlin, well, that just sounded like freedom with extra steps. So a newly reform-minded East German government set out to gradually ease travel restrictions. On November 9th, 1989, they released a press statement that probably could have used another round of proofreading.
Stasi officials would appreciate it if such kicking and wailing would be kept to a minimum during abductions. Next item. East Germans will be able to apply at borders for a visa to travel to West Berlin. And finally...
Wait, what? When does this go into effect?
Doesn't quite say here. As far as I know, it takes effect immediately, without delay. Hold on one moment. Yes?
Sir, I'm stationed down here at the Brandenburg Gate. Are you sure the new policy starts today?
I think so. Why? Is anyone there?
Yeah, we got a couple.
Yeah,
East
we got a
Berliners
couple.
flooded into their neighboring city, hugging friends, family, and fellow Germans for the first time in decades. What the hell is that? The wall would be torn down. The next year, the nation itself would be brought together. And by 1991, the rest of the Eastern Bloc, the Soviet Union itself, and the Cold War would come to an end. So this is banana.
Banana.
Why you stop? Oh, I know.
Why you
want
stop?
people to watch the next video on the Project Mad playlist about the Cold War conflict between glorious Soviet Union and capitalist pigs. Or maybe watch other video by propaganda minister.
Alright, make sure you guys do go check him out. Link will be down into the description for his channel, and link for the video that we just got done watching will be also, the link for that will be down in the description. Like, comment, let me know what you guys think. Subscribe if you guys are new. Turn on post notifications. I'll see you guys in the next video. Watch out for one another. Positivity is key. Motivation is key. Happiness is key. I will see you guys in the next one. You guys stay safe. Watch out for each other.